Hi, and thank you for joining me once again, Aquarius. I'd like you to go straight into reading with you. Now we're going to start with the left-hand side bottom card. Now that's the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands is very bearing of new ideas here. Now I've got to feel like you've got to consider things within the future here that you want to follow. But you do lead your way, you are a king, and you've got future events, ideas, creativity, a lot of things you can talk about here because you're great at talking here, Aquarius. So using that charisma about you, you can be lecturers, you can be teachers, but people will always look up to you because as kings, or the King of Wands, you kind of know where you want to be. You know the route you want to take, and people do look up to you for that, so they follow you. You're like a leader. The King of Wands is always a leader, but you've got a lot of ambition with you as well. So through that ambition, that hard work, them ideas, that creativity, you can show to others. You can look up and never lose sight of where you're going because you've got a big celebration upon your cards there. So we're celebrating you. So somewhere and something within a work sense will give you a great big celebration there, and they're coming together, and it feels very joyous at this occasion. I've got the Page of Cups for you. Now that again is education. So I feel like it's referring to Aquarians who do a lot of lecturing, a lot of teaching there. But also you've got a lot of charisma, and you can see things from other people's point of view as well as you're looking and with the cups, because it's an emotion where you've got there, because you've got all the cups at the bottom, but you're able to show what your worth is there, and you'll show empathy towards others. So it's a very caring card as well that you've got here. So this is why there's a bit of emotion that's going on. So you might be supporting someone through a very difficult time. I see that the Star is there for you also, which means, it means pouring things out. So letting go of things and releasing them. And you know you've got all them ideas and all them stars to be born yet. And as you're looking up, sometimes we have to lift our head up in order to go forward here. So you might it almost feels like the king, because he's come first in the reading, he's supporting other people through difficult times. I see that the pathways are crossing for you there, because you've got to be impartial if someone's having a difficult time and they're trying to sort things out. You know what I'm feeling is the swords are drawn here. So this is making ideas and choices of the routes we want to take. And again, it's a lot of water there. And that's putting the emotions firmly behind us and our feet firmly on the ground, and taking the blinkers off and deciding what direction we want to go in here. So although we started off with a lovely card and everything happening here, we kind of fit to the middle row, which is showing us that there's emotion, lots and lots of emotion. Although sometimes we can feel trapped and we can feel like we're in a prison, the card relates to the pathways are opening up there, but we can't just decide the route in which we want to take. So it might be the King of Wands is there to say, look, there's going to be times where you've got new decisions and you want to lead the way here, but with new ideas are all coming in, but you're just toing and throwing there with them a little bit. And the routes are open, the doors are opening up there, but you're holding yourself back a little bit here because you're not sure what's coming forward in the future, and you're not sure what's ahead of you. And so until you put your foot upon that path, you'll never know. The devil is there to seek as well, because he's tempting you. It's about a little bit of a temptation card here. So you're trying to look at whether this road is worth going down, or these, applying some logic to some decisions that we are making here. And although we've got emotions, we can get addicted to emotion. You can get addicted to situations that old elders are back in the past. But it's time to break free and trying to move forward and not get stuck there, because the devil is always giving you that temptation there. And I feel like also the devil is also about escaping from him as well. So it's escaping from some things in the past, just like the arrows around you there, signaling that feeling like I need to break free. That's what the desires are with the devil, to break you free there, and so that you can go onward and you can go forward. So don't be obsessive. You can break free whenever you want, and don't hold yourself back there. I see that there's a lovely nurturing mother figure around here. and also the wealth card of abundance. So it could be certain things coming here to bring more financial value around us, but also watch out because she can be inheritance, but she can also be redundancy. So there could be something that's bothering us here as well. Now, this won't be significant for everyone out there. Not all you Aquarians are going to find this, but the abundance puts money around that significantly. She's about being able to spend a little bit upon ourselves as well, because we've earned this, we've matured our money and we've earned a little bit. So although we've got two feelings about this, about the addiction of the devil, but again, the abundance of coming around that we can have around us. The High Priestess is there to follow your intuition, follow your guidance and everything, you know, because she's got a lot of strength with her. She's got a lot of time for other things, and she's got a very spiritual nature as the High Priestess. So use that intuition to guide you a little bit here on whether he's struggling with decisions and roads to travel upon. I do see that I want to draw your attention to the back there where we have chosen your star card for you. Now, that means, again, pouring things out. So you can see it's a very emotional time around Aquarians at the moment, and you are a water sign, but it's about once we pour out, once we get things and ideas out there, we can start to see things brighten up, because the star brings you opportunities there, but we have to look. It's patience. And having the patience that you need here, because you're very tested, and the King of Cups is there. We'll begin with the foot in the water, but so a little bit of testing times, a little bit of things to sort out here, and a little bit of the heartache coming in the middle card there for you there. The Three of Swords within the heart represents sometimes a little bit of stressing out there a little bit, but it's also about ending things and letting go of things. And know that it's because it's a kind of a very difficult situation we need to let go of. We've got the lovely Queen of Cups at the bottom. Again, she's a cup and an emotion. But so again, with Aquarius, I want to say to you, you're kind of holding your emotions there with you. But you've got sixth sense once again, just like the Empress she has, the High Priestess, she has a sixth sense about her. Her intuition is very strong. But it's about using it with the Queen of Cups and being intelligent enough to do that, and know you've got support throughout any problem that does arise up around you. But you know, there's always a downside sometimes, that you know that you can be too emotional, you can too get drawn in there. But you know, don't be too moody and get yourself down. You know, we like to know that you've got a lovely space around you, wanting to give you a little bit of space, but you've got a great card with the Queen of Cups, so just know that you've got that. We can spoil you a little bit as well. So your ideas and your choices, but you're using a great intuitive side of you. You do put your back to your emotions eventually, because we're going up to the top right hand side there, and sometimes it's pretty hard when you're turning your back to people that you've kind of maybe worked with in the past, and you know you're moving on, or situations that's come to move you on. It's just we need to strengthen the courage in order to go forward there, and that's what we do when we're moving forward. So it's back to our emotions in order to move away from them. So quite a lot of emotional reading, I'm afraid, for you this time, Aquarius. But I do like the Knight of Wands, because although the direction's changing for you, and we do find the route in which we're seeking, because we're going out to seek with all them cups there, we do seek new pathways, and we do get rising up, because the Knight of Wands lifts you up. Now that could be significant. You look in the direction of property or a new home or work, and it's all taking you up here. So all them opportunities are there. Go to the Hangman, but we'd have to make sacrifices to move forward. And making them sacrifices is about reflection. And note that although you feel like you've gone upside down a little bit at this moment in time, you've got to go and reflect a little bit, and know that not everybody sees the thing the same way up, and you're a little bit upside down at this moment. You do have new ideas that will come in very soon though, because the Magician is there to set the seeds for your new to come. Now again, it's playing around a little bit with your ideas and decisions, but the Magician is great to have, because all them opportunities can come to light here, but the seeds for new are being set. You're going to have your ideas that you'll discuss with other people and share them, and through that communication it may bring you on another road where it'll be a lot more profitable, because I can see there that we do have the loyalty at your side. Now that's reaping and sowing through the hard work that you've placed on there. So regarding where the finances cards are, they're looking like we're balancing things up nicely. Because we've got the nurturing mother, the independent card there, but we've also got the reaping and sowing card upon the right hand side of the Ten of Pentacles, and that's reaping through the hard work that you place in there, reaping and sowing, and through dedication. So you'll be able to kind of balance this out, because the scales are there to know it's give and take a little bit here with these scales, but they have to balance up. So see what's coming, see what's going out. But again, it's a balance card, it's sharing and it's giving and taking as well. So don't be afraid to actually, well, you give and you take, but I do feel that's about you anyway, Aquarius. You have the Lovers card, so great relationship coming in here and sharing that together as well. And it's a complete card, it's a lovely card to have. And it's about sharing all the things together, so strong strength where relationships are concerned. Then we do have the Death card that's come along here. Now that's his ending things, and it's a rebirth, so it's all about the difficult road that looks about here, but eventually it stops and it comes to an end, and all the news to be born, because you've got the star at the back of the card there. So we hope you've enjoyed that reading, Aquarius. I will leave that with you. Don't hope you struggle too much along this road. You know, things will actually stop eventually, but I do feel that it'll sort itself out. So don't be worrying too much. I feel like I've got to say that to you, but now I hope you've enjoyed that reading. If you have, like and subscribe for me, or even leave me a comment, that's fine. And I will join you in the next coming week for your next reading. Thank you for listening.